The Bank of England are refusing to release their strategy documents on the digital ID and a central bank digital currency, CBDC, or digital pound. I've warned of the dangers of a CBDC and a digital ID combined. They ought to be rejected independently, as neither are in the best interest of the people, and I have videos explaining why. But together, they are a dystopian nightmare wrapped up as a convenience. Now, we know that the Bank of England has been working internally on strategies around the digital ID and a CBDC. So several people, from journalists to the MP Rupert Lowe, have written to the Bank of England and demanded the release of these strategy papers under the Freedom of Information Act. The first attempts were rejected, and now the Bank of England's Deputy Secretary, Michael Salib, has confirmed that the decision has been upheld. The bank cites exemptions in the relevant Freedom of Information Act sections and says, "The issuance of a CBDC and digital identity framework remains a live and sensitive area of policymaking. Disclosure at this stage could inhibit free and frank exchange of views essential for robust policymaking and may lead to destabilising speculation or confusion in the market and the public." I try to be balanced, so I'll add two caveats before I continue. Number one, there may be times where the best approach for the Bank of England is to discuss things confidentially, and I think that ought to be protected. And number two, the strategy involving a CBDC and digital ID being implemented together is implied, as far as I can tell, and not explicitly stated. But it's not exactly much of a leap, given that it's confirmed that their internal strategy papers discuss the integration of both side by side. There is an unsettling irony here, with the Bank of England demanding privacy on its discussions around the very framework that will detonate everyone else's. A digital ID that will likely be needed for every facet of our lives sooner or later, tied directly to programmable money, should scare you. Let me give you a hypothetical. In the UK, we've recently seen people getting arrested for tweets. Well, imagine with that came a penalty. With a digital ID and a CBDC, that fine could be automatically taken out of the tweeter's account. The digital ID and a CBDC would facilitate a level of government overreach that would surpass a George Orwell novel. And remember, it's not just about trusting the current government not to abuse this system being built. You need to trust every future government too, because they will inherit it and be able to build on top of it. And given the downward trajectory of the UK, that's quite the ask. So although I am very susceptible to being destabilised and confused, I want to see the Bank of England's strategy around CBDCs and digital IDs. What about you?